Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to unbox this Tamiya Konghead 6x6 kit. This is the G6-01 chassis with a monocoque design, and it is capable of 4-wheel steering. I will be making a build series of this kit, so make sure you're subscribed to my channel and click that like button so more people will see this video. Let's get started. Wow, there's some big parts here. Let's start with the body. I wonder how long this is. So this is almost 17 inches or 43 centimeters. And this is a 1/18 scale semi-truck body. These chrome parts are part of the G and H trees. These are going to be the exhaust pipes, and these are air cleaner housings. These are going to look really good on the truck. This is the D tree. It's pretty much one giant transmission. Everything's going to be either inside or attached to this monocoque chassis. And this is basically the whole truck right here. So this is going to be the B tree. It looks like there are some servo saver components here. One pair of fixed uprights. And these look like steering uprights. And there should be at least 2 of these trees. Yep, here it is right here. And yeah, just 2. This is something else. We'll look at those in a bit. Check out these chrome wheels. Look how deep the offset is. These are super cool. Look how wide they are. Can't wait to put these together. Like I said, this whole truck is basically one big transmission. This entire bag is full of gears. There should be 3 differentials, idle gears, and counter gears. We'll find out exactly what's in here when we start building the kit. This is the F tree. It looks like this is part of the frame. This side has the front bumper. That looks like the wheel of a wheelie bar. That's the arm. I think this small piece is also part of the bumper. This is the E tree. I don't recognize everything here. I think that's the battery cover. Maybe some steering components. And these are the 6 wheel hubs. I believe these are C trees. I see some body posts. That looks like a skid plate or a bumper. What else? These look like damper bodies, and there are other damper components as well. These are C trees as well, so there are 4 of them. These are the big monster truck tires. They're all the same. They are quite heavy. Let's get these out of here. There are 3 more gears in this bag. These must be a little different. We'll find out. Let me set the parts bag aside for now. We'll take a look at those. This is the disclaimer flyer for Tamiya RC cars and another antenna tube. This is the Konghead body manual. It shows you the cut lines, the different paint areas, and which paints to buy to make it look like the box. Make sure you buy the PS paint made for polycarbonate bodies. So black, metallic blue, smoke, semi-gloss silver anodized aluminum, and semi-gloss black brush paint. We'll take a look at the build manual in detail later. This is the decal sheet. That's a really cool Konghead logo. IC grills. These flying rocks for the fender and hood. IC headlights. I think these are vents. And this cool star. Awesome. Alright, let me reset and zoom in a little bit. Alright, let me bring in the parts bags. Let me grab bag A. I did get ball bearings, by the way. I see gears. These are gear shafts. There's always plenty of screws. Those are sun gears for the differentials. A small tub of anti-wear grease. Cross wrench, motor plate, tube of grease. Very usual stuff for a Tamiya kit. That's bag A. This is bag B. This U-shaped bar is to hold the suspension arms. That should be an outdrive. That's another one. That looks like an axle. And those are pins to hold the suspension arms in place. These are individual pins. Of course, a bunch of screws. That's bag B. This is the C parts bag. I see damper springs, body clips. Those look like threaded suspension arm pins. Rod ends, screws, foam padding, wheel nuts, double-sided tape, and zip ties. I see some ball ends in there as well. That's the C parts bag. I'm going to use the individual ball bearings I bought at Hobby Shop, but I'll leave a link to the complete bearings kit in the description as well. A small bag of silver nuts and bolts. I see some small pins in there as well. Some washers, screws, and more turnbuckle ends. And this is the famous Tamiya tin can brush motor. I can't believe this giant 6x6 runs off of a 540 motor. We'll see if it needs an upgrade after we test drive it. Let's take a look at the manual. This is the manual for the Tamiya G6-01 chassis. So there are other kits, body styles that use the chassis as well. There's the Volvo A60Y hauler dump truck, the King Yellow school bus. The Dynahead is one as well, but it does have portal axles and it's designated as the G6-01 TR chassis. Step one is always to charge a battery. Like I mentioned, this truck is basically one big transmission, and you start building it right away. You start on the left, and then here you start putting on one of the suspension arms. Then you start building the differentials. You build 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Down here you'll start prepping the gears for the transmission, and you'll start using the bearings. The idler and counter gears go in, and these are the gear shafts. Then we're going to work on the right side of the chassis, put in the arms and bearings, and this whole page finishes putting the 2 sides together. I think that completes the inside of the chassis. Then we prep and install the motor. We attach the front arms here. Then we're going to start installing the uprights and put in the front drive cups. Here we're installing the center uprights. Looks like these 2 pages finish the front and rear axles. And then we're going to start assembling the dampers. We're going to mount all 6 dampers. Then we're going to install the servo saver. Then we'll mount the servo onto the chassis and build some links, then snap them on. And that's the battery cover we saw earlier. Looks like we'll be adding some padded tape on it. We're getting close to the end. We're going to install the rest of the electronics and then do some cable management. We'll put on the rear bumper and body posts as well. This says different kits have different wheels, and I don't see any gluing here, which is good for me. We're going to mount all 6 tires and then the front bumper, install the battery, and put on the body. That should be it. Alright, so here are the instructions to make the truck 4-wheel steering. So the rear arms are going to be assembled and installed the same. The difference will be the uprights. The dampers look the same. Of course, there'll be an extra servo, and I'll be using a transmitter with 4-wheel steering settings. And basically it'll mirror the front axles. There are some safety precautions on this page and the next. Then there's a parts guide to help identify the different parts trees. Also what's inside each parts bag. And then the back page helps you find replacement part numbers. And that's what you'll find in the Tamiya G6-01 chassis manual, and also what's inside the box of a Konghead 6x6 truck kit. I can't wait to build this, so make sure you're subscribed to catch the build series videos. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Tell me what you think about this kit in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.